And we're live, and it's going to be, well, it's going to be different this time, isn't it? We will disappear, or we'll appear on screen in 20 seconds, and Angelika will explain exactly what we're going to be doing in the next 20 minutes or so. We are going live in many different places today, so this is a first for us, and thank you for joining us today. And I'll hide that. And we are live. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen. It worked.
It worked. We are live. And first of all, I'd like to say welcome to the show. And the topic of today's show is idioms and tongue twisters. Well, we're in a new season, aren't we, Angelika? Season 4.
Yes.
Would like to explain?
Exactly. Well, we've season 3 was an A to Z of German towns, cities, places, which we finished with the letter Z, or Z as the Americans call it. And I thought there's something I wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to do some work with idioms and some tongue twisters. So this will be season 4, slightly different now. I've decided to do an A to Z again, purely because it makes it a little bit easier for me to organize the idioms and the tongue twisters. There are so many. And I thought, well, if I go through the letters of the alphabet, whether I find one for each, I don't know yet. It just will be a bit easier. So we're starting with the letter A. And what that means is that the couple of idioms I've chosen all have a key word beginning with the letter A. So and then that's basically my choice. And we'll finish off with a tongue twister. And this time, actually, the other thing is, there isn't that much of translation as such to do, because as you well know, idioms are really difficult to translate. If you translate them literally, then they don't make any sense. So that's the one bit. And the tongue twisters, we're starting off the other way around. I'm giving you the English sentence just for fun, really, because that doesn't really make any sense either. But it just gives you a rough idea what you're actually saying when you're practicing the tongue twister.
Now, the first difference that you're going to notice is because we're not doing an A to Z of visiting German towns and cities, I don't know which background to choose. So
yes.
I can't have a background photo of the place we are because we're not in a place. So, okay, and we say hello. Right, okay, and I knew this would be better. We have hello from Chris. Chris, hello in Belgium.
Hello,
and for the first time ever, we have an hello from the Ask Angelika group on Facebook.
Oh, right, okay.
Because we are live in the group. If you want us to show your name and picture, in the text up above this video is a link. Click that link once. Once you've done that, we'll see your name. But thank you for watching in the Ask Angelika group. And just before we get started, if I could spell, no, I can't. I'm just going to put a link in. You can also watch us live on the website. I've just had a voice in my ear which says that we're actually live on the website as well. So if you want to watch on the website, you can do so. It's in glorious Technicolor there. It's 1080p. So, shall we begin?
Go on.
Let's go for it. Okay. So, phrase 1, and what happens here is I read the sentence in German, as Angelika has written it down, and I then attempt to translate it. Now, normally this would be a straightforward exercise. You can play along with us by reading the sentence. Nobody can hear you. Just practice as I practice. And then we'll try to translate it and to guess the idiom. So here goes. Ich habe eine Attentat auf dich vor.
Ich habe ein Attentat auf dich vor.
Ah,
Mm.
okay. Any help? Any thoughts, anyone?
Well,
I
yeah.
have a
Like I said, you
for
cannot,
you.
idioms cannot be translated literally. If I give you one hint,
Yeah.
doesn't help at all.
Okay.
Attentat actually means it's an assassination. But I can assure you, I'm not intending to assassinate you.
Good. I'm glad about that. I have an assassination. I have to assassinate you.
Well, an assassin on you, for you, or anything like this. And of course, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, it doesn't. I'm being rescued here while I'm thinking by John.
Well,
John.
yeah, John is not completely wrong, but it is actually, it is a bit like an attack.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not bad. I have an attack. I'm going to attack you. That's getting pretty close. Shall we
Okay.
say what it means?
I think we should. I think we should. So just a reminder, ich habe ein Attentat auf dich vor. Bedeutet.
I have a big favor to ask of you. So John's attack is not completely wrong. I'm going to attack you now with this huge favor that I've got to ask you. But at least it doesn't kill you.
Do we know how the phrases come about?
No.
No. Okay, they're lost in time. So phrase number 2 is coming up on the screen. I shall read it. Alles in einem Aufwasch.
Yeah, alles in einem Aufwasch.
Okay, everybody. Well,
Everything.
want to read that first. Alles in einem Aufwasch. So everyone in a wash is wash. Correct me when I go wrong.
No, you're right.
Alles
is not everyone, it's everything.
Everything in one wash out.
Well, sort of. Aufwasch is actually another word for washing up, but everything in one washing up, again, in English, doesn't make any sense.
Everything in one washing up. Okay, this is going to be fun. We're only at A. There's only 25 more letters to go. Okay, so let's bring on the correct answer. All in one go. So just to repeat the phrase so we're clear on this. Alles in einem Aufwasch means all in one go.
Yeah, you're doing everything in one go, or all in one go. As if you've got all the dishes on your sink, and instead of just washing part of it now and then washing the next part later on and then the rest tomorrow, you're doing it all in one go.
Got it. Okay, so phrase 3.
This is the beauty of idioms.
Das ist eine faule. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, is that correct? Das ist, oh.
Yeah. I was waiting for the last word.
Faule Ausrede.
Yeah, das ist eine faule Ausrede.
Okay, what we're going to do now is do not adjust your sets. I'm going to adjust my set. And there we have it. That's better, isn't it?
Oh, we might get the rest of the other sentences then. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Nice.
So I read it properly this time. Das ist eine faule Ausrede.
Ja, das ist eine faule Ausrede.
Okay, so if you've read that in German, we just need a quick English translation, please. Not literal, though, because these are idioms. Looking forward to the tongue twister. That is eine faule Ausrede. That is a Ausrede, Rede. No.
Ausrede is an excuse.
That's a bad excuse.
Not a bad one. Faul means lazy, and we actually have a similar one. We don't say it's a lazy excuse. We'll say that's a lame excuse.
Lame excuse.
Mm.
So, das ist eine faule Ausrede translates as, oh, wait a minute. John's back again before we do it. Poor excuse. Well done, John. Okay, we've got to, again, allow for the 20-second delay. Put John's on for a moment while I'm thinking, but I'll take John off screen and das ist eine faule Ausrede translates as, that's a lame excuse. So well played, Angelika, and well played, John. Phrase 4. Du nimmst mich auf den Arm.
Mhm. Du nimmst mich auf den Arm.
Okay, you nipped me on my arm.
No, nehmen is to take.
You took me on my arm.
You take me on my arm. Now, in English, we have an idiom that doesn't involve the arm, though. The equivalent, the English equivalent doesn't involve arm, but it does involve another body part.
I just got it. I haven't read it. I've got it. You're pulling my leg.
Exactly.
Aren't you?
I'm not. That is the right translation.
So the correct translation of phrase 4 is you are pulling my leg. The German equivalent is du nimmst mich auf den Arm.
Yeah.
Okay. That translates to that. Okay.
And this actually shows quite nicely. I mean, you're pulling my leg. Yeah. You're playing tricks on me. Why are we saying you're pulling my leg? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. So in English, it's the leg. In German, it's the arm. I have got no idea why we're using either of them. But both mean the same thing.
Okay. Phrase 5. Hat ein blaues Auge.
Yeah. Could have been sie as well, but it's often an hat ein blaues Auge.
He has a blue eye. Blue eye.
But it's an idiom. I mean, it's an idiom, so the meaning is not he has a blue eye. The English idiom is just using a different color.
He has a black eye.
Yeah. And actually, if you look at somebody with a black eye, it isn't completely black. It isn't completely blue either. So I guess it's just some people seeing more blue in the coloring of the eye or around the eye, and the others are seeing the black, and that's how it developed, I guess.
Yeah. We've got the phrase black and blue, haven't we? So the two colors are involved.
You're right, yeah.
And over to John. And John, if I can get it right, John is saying, I remember my schoolboy German, I left school 49 years ago.
There we are. See, we're bringing back, Ask Angelika brings back memories, as long as they're good ones.
I'm saying nothing. I'm just saying Toy Wilcox was 63 yesterday. What a wonderful age to be, Angelika. Okay, phrase 5 we've done, and the translation is he's got a black eye. So phrase 6, and we have 8 phrases in total this week, the last one of which you'll be glad to hear is a tongue twister. Phrase 5. Klappe Sie, Affe tot.
Yeah, and you said that really nice and powerful. Klappe Sie, Affe tot.
Well, that's because of the exclamation mark. It's obviously an exclamation. Tot is one of two things. I'm going to show myself up here. It's either soon or dead.
Dead.
Right, okay, dead. No, John, we need your schoolboy German again.
You wouldn't have learned that at school.
Would we not?
No.
You ain't been to one of our schools. Okay. Right, okay. So I've got to, no, I can't take this one at all. I can't understand this.
Right, well, the key word, because we've got the letter A, is Affe. And Affe is actually a monkey. And Klappe is a hatch or a lid. That doesn't help, does it?
No. End of
It's end
story.
of story. It's, you're closing the. I don't know where the dead monkey comes from. I've got no idea. It's probably some horrific origin, but it's just and you're saying it nicely as well. So Klappe zu, Affe, that's it. End of story. Finished. Done. No more.
Okay. And over to Chris. And Chris is saying, shut up. Well, close. I would have gone down that route as well, Chris.
That is because Klappe can also, halt die Klappe, could mean shut your gob.
Oh, right. Okay. We're learning stuff here, John.
That's slightly different bit then. And again, that would have been something John wouldn't have learned at school. Not from the teacher anyway.
Now, I said there were 8 phrases. There are in fact only 7. So this is the tongue twister. Now, because it's a tongue twister, we're going to do the English version first and then switch over to the German version. And I'm going to attempt to read the German version. I think, to be fair, you should try and read it too. And then Angelika will pronounce it word perfectly. Let's try it. Okay, so translation 7 for the phrase is, Mr. von Hagen, may I dare ask you what colour you wore when you were sick to your stomach in the city of Copenhagen?
And it just shows how stupid tongue twister sentences are.
Well,
because the idea is to make it difficult to say, and just so that you actually know what you will be saying in a minute, I thought I put the translation in there as well. The tongue twister has got lots of A's, so lots of R sounds in it. Hence, we're doing it today.
Well, the English version is not as well. It's not like round the ragged rock, the well, I'll stop now.
No, but if you did any of those, if you translated any of those into German, you would end up with another weird sentence that wouldn't make any sense.
Okay, John's rescuing him before I have to read the tongue twister. Is this a comedy program?
Oh yes,
we're having great fun doing this.
Yeah,
so
it's bringing together German humor and English humor.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And a lot of these. Are you ready for this? Take a deep breath. Okay, and we'll do this together. Herr von Hagen, darf ich wagen, Sie zu fragen, welchen Kragen Sie getragen, als Sie lagen, krank am Magen in der Stadt zu Kopenhagen?
That was a really good attempt.
Okay, thank you.
Really good. And you could really hear all the R sounds in there, can't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ja. Herr von Hagen, darf ich es wagen, Sie zu fragen, welchen Kragen Sie getragen, als Sie lagen, krank am Magen, in der Stadt zu Kopenhagen.
So you read it quicker than I did. Okay, how do you do at home? Okay, now.
John's disappeared. That was too much. Or is he still there? No, he's probably still there.
No, he's still here. He's still here. He's relaxing, hopefully. Right, okay, so I'm going to rewind, and now we're going to go through the sentences again. I will read the English, Angelika will read the German, and Angelika can say the tongue twister again.
Okay.
So, phrase 1.
Ich habe ein Attentat auf dich vor.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a big favour to ask of you. Next one.
Alles in einem Aufwasch.
Which means all in one go. Phrase 3.
Das ist eine faule Ausrede.
Which literally doesn't make sense, but as an idiom, that's a lame excuse. Phrase 4.
Du nimmst mich auf den Arm.
The English equivalent is you're pulling my leg. Phrase 5.
Hat ein blaues Auge.
Which he's got a black eye. Phrase 6.
As is the end of the idioms, Klappe zu, Affe tot.
And that is the end of the idioms and the end of that story. So on to the last one, and I'm going to read the English version, which makes some sense. Mr. von Hagen, may I ask you what colour you wore when you were sick to your stomach in the city of Copenhagen? And here is the tongue twister, read in German by Angelika.
Which doesn't make that much more sense in German either. It is really just to practice the sounds. Herr von Hagen, darf ich wagen, Sie zu fragen, welchen Kragen Sie getragen, als Sie lagen krank am Magen in der Stadt zu Kopenhagen? I don't think I can do it any faster. But
Now, we'll bring that phrase back in 2 weeks' time, and you've all got to say it perfectly. Okay, so that's it. Now, just to note that today you could have watched us on the website. We're live on the Ask Angelika webpage. You can watch live when we go live on Fridays at 2 o'clock. You can watch any of the replays of season 3, and there are 26 of them because we went from A to Z or A to Z throughout Germany. And you also the place where you can actually watch replays of this broadcast. Right. Okay. So I can't. My normal thing at this point would say, "Where are we next week, Angelika?"
well,
But I'm going to do it anyway. What's the topic next week, Angelika?
It will be the letter B. So you will have a couple of idioms where there are some keywords with a word or with the letter B in it, and I think I've already found a tongue twister with lots of B's in there. Not B's, but letter B's.
Okay. So we will be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is the 4th of June.
Okay, so we'll be back in June. Have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy. I'm saying that to one particular person. And Angelika and I, would you like to close the program, Angelika? Because this is, you know.
What's that particular person? Me?
Yes, you're one of the two.
That's what we might as well say, because I need to get ready in a minute. I'm going to have my second COVID jab. And then I'm going to take it easy.
Yes.
So until 2 weeks' time, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir. Bis später. Auf Wiedersehen. And I'm going to click the button now. And